Hi, I'm Kellen Bryant, board certified by the Florida Bar in elder law, and I've helped thousands of families in Medicaid planning. And today I'm going to explain to you Medicaid basics, including the exact financial benefit associated with Medicaid planning, how the 5-year look-back period can affect you, and how to get started if you think Medicaid planning is in your future. Let's get into the first question. Why does Medicaid planning even matter? Medicaid planning matters depending on what location your loved one's receiving care. Simply put, the benefit is different if your loved one's in a nursing home long-term versus somewhere outside of the nursing home. And there's Medicaid programs that are different for each of the two options. So here's how the Medicaid works inside a nursing home. There's a very key term called patient liability. And depending on whether you're single or married, the patient liability is determined based on gross income. So let's break it down. If your gross income is $1,800 of Social Security only, that's about your patient liability subject to some rules. If your income is $2,200 gross between pension and Social Security, then you're going to pay approximately $2,200 based on the Medicaid rules. So if that's what you're paying, the $2,200, then what is Medicaid paying instead of your assets? Medicaid's going to pay the difference between the cost of being in the nursing home and your income. So if the nursing home that you're in normally costs $11,000 private pay, your income's $1,800, your patient liability is around $1,800, then you are going to be saving $9,000 to $10,000 a month, every month, if you were to become Medicaid eligible. And that's important if you are entering a nursing home with assets. Now, if you're looking at a Medicaid outside of the nursing home, generally speaking, if you're lower income, the amount you pay to Medicaid each month is going to be zero. If you're above the income limit, there could be an amount of monthly payment that is required. But generally speaking, people who receive home and community-based services Medicaid in Florida who are lower income don't have to pay anything for it. Now let's talk about the 5-year look-back period. Quickly, and there will be another video on this, 5-year look-back period is based on the date you apply for Medicaid. Looking back 5 years, did the applicant give away money to family and just give away money or real estate to family without getting anything back in return? That's the 5-year look-back period. Now, for using that, attorneys categorize clients when they come in between pre-planners and crisis planners. So let's start with crisis planners. If your loved one's in the nursing home now or does not have 5 years, then it's more likely than not, you still have some options depending on how much assets you have and whether or not you're married. So for crisis planners, if you have $80,000 in cash and a house, then the pre-planning options a lot of times do not make sense because the crisis planning options, which are discussed in another video, are acceptable to you. Now, if your loved one has, say, $450,000 and the crisis planning options there do not sound good, then you're more of a pre-planner case. Or if you say, I don't think I'm going to need a nursing home in the next 5 years, but I'm concerned about it because my mom needs a nursing home, then you are a pre-planner. And then pre-planning options look different. We talk about trust, we talk about gifting, and we talked about other options. So the 5-year look-back period is a break-off point of what type of Medicaid planning you need. Let's talk about asset, income, transfer, and care rules. Quickly, the rules are different based upon whether you are married applicant or single person applicant. Asset limit generally is $2,000. Transfer rules mean you can't give away money today and get Medicaid tomorrow. And income rule changes each and every year. Care rules mean that you need the care that Medicaid is going to be paying for and providing. Big mistake here that a lot of people encounter is they think they don't qualify based on the information they see or hear. And that's where Medicaid planning attorneys come into play. The last piece in Medicaid 101 planning is documentation. Medicaid requires you to document every piece of your financial information, such as assets, the income, gross income statements, and any transfers made in the last 5 years. Sometimes the caseworker limits it to just 3 to 6 months, but that all 5 years is on the table. If you're looking for more information about Medicaid planning, please follow the rest of the videos in this playlist.